Hi guys, finally I'm recording this video to show some basic Flutter best practice and important tools I have been using since then. Um, so I will try to divide up into three videos maybe. So first we'll talk about the basic application or the basic Flutter applications, and the second and third ones let's talk about MobX, slide, and the modular libraries. So let's initiate. Let's begin here. Let's begin with a basic Flutter application called Flutter Create. If you type Flutter Create hello MobX, slide, and modular. If you create the application, let's create this basic application. Um, While it is creating, MobX is a state management. State management is a way to deal with um, events of your application, an event from the network, an event from the storage, um, an event from the user input data. Um, and so on. So MobX is a state management to cope with events or the state of your application. Okay, let's open our code. I've just create this application, hello modular slide. So I like to use VS Code. I'd rather choose VS Code, but no problem if you wish to create or if you wish to use Android Studios. Okay. Okay. When Flutter creates a basic application, you will have this structure. Let's talk about this basic structure while it is initializing. Um, First of all, the Flutter SDK has a built-in Flutter CLI. The Flutter CLI allows you to manage many important features or many interesting tools for Flutter. For instance, you can list all the emulators, the device emulators installed in your machine if you type Flutter emulators. So here I have all my installed emulators. If you want to install an emulator or to create an emulator, you can use the Android device management that comes with the Android Studios. If you have a Mac OS, you can also use the Apple iOS simulator. I'd rather this one because on Mac OS, um, the Apple simulator is lightweight than the Android simulators. So I just previously opened this simulator here, so you can see this. So how to run a simulator? You can also use the Flutter CLI by typing Flutter emulator dash launch. So you can take the name of or the ID of the simulator. Okay, so if you run this, you can open your emulator. Okay. While I have just opened my simulator here, I will initialize my app by typing Flutter run. Since I have I can have multiple running devices here. You can type in Flutter devices, so you have a list of running devices that are available um, to run your application. Okay, so you can take the device ID and type Flutter run -d, the device ID, so you will initialize your application inside this simulator or you can use a real device too. If you plug your real device into your machine, you will have it available. It will be available here in this devices list. Okay. Okay. While it is running or initializing and building our code, let's talk about this basic structure. First of all, I will not explain the basic or every single code here. I will jump to the state management first. The basic state management that comes with the Flutter basic applications is the set state. Set state is a basic command to rebuild your screen if something changes. Your set state will tell your screen that this data have been changed. So our basic application have just initialized here. This is the basic application that Flutter creates for you. So if I click the button here, you can see that the number counts down or the sum is made. Okay, so if you just take a look at this statement, counter plus plus is executed. So how is that executed? Um, this is a floating action button. Float action button, you can create a float action button by using the class floating action button here. When a user presses this button, um, this callback is called, and this callback executes the counter plus plus. Okay, so you can see this basic simple animation. However, if I took it out from here and rebuild my application, you can type just the R key. It has already rebuilt. So if I click the button again, you can see that uh, no data is updated. However, it is being updated internally, but your screen is not listening to it. It's not reacting to this event. If I take this take this statement back and rebuild my application, you will see that it has been just updated. Okay, so if I click the button again, it will. Okay, the set state is the basic state management for Flutter application, as I have already said. Every time such state is called, your entire build is executed. So if you have a long tree, a long widget tree here, all these widgets will be rebuilt. Okay. So in addition, such state is just available or is just allowed to be called inside the our page, okay, our screen. This is a stateful screen. So when I use stateful widget, I'm telling Flutter that this screen will be updated if any state is changed. Okay. Okay, that's it. This is our first video. In the next one, let's talk about the MobX, which is state management library, an advanced one to use or to do the same behavior. Okay. However, MobX um, is more, let's say, can cope with more complex Flutter application. Can cope better with advanced Flutter application. When you can create, when you want to create a more scalable application or a more advanced application, set state is not the first recommended state management, since it is not, let's say, It's not easy to cope with such state when your application gets bigger or gets larger, um, or gets more complex with many events, and even from the network and even from the user that when he or she clicks the button, and even from the storage, and even from many other event sourcing. Okay. So in the next video, let's talk about the MobX.